Hello, I'm Paul O'Brien, author of the new book, Intuitive Intelligence: Make Life-Changing Decisions with Perfect Timing. Now, naturally, since I wrote this book, people are asking me, what is intuitive intelligence? Well, we've learned that there are a number of different kinds of intelligence. There's IQ, there's emotional intelligence, there's social intelligence, and now I'm defining intuitive intelligence. What is it? What is intuition? For centuries, intuition has been known as the sixth sense. And I like to think of it as a sense, as an instinct. And the analogy that I use is like to use the hand. And imagine that the 5 fingers of your hand are the 5 senses. In the palm of your hand is the mind itself. Now imagine there's a dinky little 6th finger, which is the intuition. It's an antenna. And these antennas bring in information to the brain from each of the 5, now 6 senses. The intuitive sense, however, is smaller and it's more subtle and it's easily drowned out by all of the noise that comes in through the other senses, which gives us a clue as to how we can access intuitive intelligence. We have to quiet down the noise coming in from the visual sense, the visual cortex taking up half of the human brain in terms of processing, the auditory, the kinesthetic, etc. So how do we do that? We have to calm them down. We have to reduce the noise in the system. Otherwise, we can't hear the still small voice of intuition when we need it the most. And ironically, when we need it the most is when there's the most noise in the system because of strong emotions or fears and strong desires that are interfering with our ability to hear that voice. But so there's also the noise coming from within the mind itself, not to mention that we're being bombarded with information in all 5 of our senses constantly. So this is what the book is about, is how to open your mind in order to access your intuition when you need it most so that you can make better decisions, particularly the life-changing decisions at critical junctures in your life, whether it's a midlife crisis or it's a change of career or a major change in relationships. This is when we need our intuition, because the way to make visionary decisions is to let intuition lead the way, but also engage logic or the rational mind. So that's what the book is all about, visionary decision making, which requires accessing intuition when you need it the most. You've got to answer 2 questions. What is the next best move to make? And when should I make it? The timing question. The what question, logic can help with that. You know, we've learned about pros and cons and different ways of evaluating things using logic in terms of our choices. And then there's the when question, which is almost 100% intuitive, the timing question, which is based on feel, gut feel it's been called. So learning how to do this is a fine art, and this book tells the story of a man who left money for meaning, and then the money came anyway, because he followed his intuition, he followed his heart instead of his ego. I hope you take a look at it, and thank you for tuning in.